Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Ultimate Base 4.0. Today it's finally time to start moving our base. You can see I'm almost done constructing everything. Right now we still have to hook up the oxygen system, but apart from the power, everything is actually already prepared, including the filling up of the electrolyzers as well as the bathrooms. Now my intention is to fill up this room here with hydrogen just by using this pump here, and it's gonna overpressure at 2 kilograms per tile, and then this heavy watt conductive charm plate is gonna exchange heat with the other side of the room. And so I think right now we can just go ahead and complete the build, though let me see, this one here is still not hooked up. Yeah, of course, conveyor. Let me think, we also needed a conveyor receptacle in order to bring in sand, and then the conveyor loader will be used to bring the polluted dirt away. We have the space to set this up right here. So the question is, where are we gonna bring this? Maybe we have some sort of a distribution system here. Yeah, I guess we could lead this straight through with 2 rails. This will probably look the cleanest. And then for now, I'm gonna bring this up here. This is gonna change once I know how I want to set this up and what's gonna come here. But we would need a conveyor loader right here and then a conveyor chute right there. This way we can also easily power this up for now. It might be in our best interest to keep this ladder shaft in place, kind of as a service shaft. And that means we could also route the cabling up here and then power up all of the atmo suits, which is something I don't want to do with transformers. The rest of the base and the lamps and all the stations should be powered up with transformers, but right here at the bottom, I'm gonna deal with the decreased decor. Now, another thing I want to do before I forget, because this is not very efficient, let me place some storage bins right here. Here they are, thanks to high priority. What I want to do is bring along some iron. Refined metal iron. This is all the way at the bottom of the base, and they just take forever to bring a few hundred kilograms to build 4 wires. Another one I'm gonna fill up with iron ore that we're gonna need for the conveyor rails. Another one I'm gonna fill up with gold. And then I think another one that was annoying was the granite. Now they can finally bring up large quantities and in the end be way more efficient. I also took the liberty to move the piping system a little bit, as you can see. So now it's going out to each of the gas vents here on the levels, and then it's going all the way over, and we will be adding some oxygen from this side as well. Finally ending up supplying the atmosuit docks as well. I think at this point I also want to close the base. It is now more or less secure, and I would like the gases to remain inside for now. Okay, I think I'm ready to just connect the wires. This will power up the atmosuits, but as long as they are not active, it's not actually going to do anything. It's also going to activate everything right here, but without water, that's also useless. The only issue is right now we still have a little bit of polluted oxygen as long as we have this open. The question is, do we need something else? Yeah, I forgot the automation wire, of course. So we would be activating these pumps here with the left atmo sensor, and the other one, of course, steers the other 3 pumps. And then these guys right here are just going to activate the hydrogen pump. We could implement an AND gate, but you always say it works simply like that. And yeah, you're probably right. It has become really toasty here because we don't have a lot of atmosphere. Yeah, we're not really doing a good job at cooling things down. The auto sweeper here is constantly overheating, and the gold isn't cooling down fast enough. Whoa. Hold on. Okay, everything is getting out of control. Thankfully, I'm moving the base, but that isn't gonna solve my food problem. Well, I think we have to build some more temp shift plates. Just get this cooled down a little bit. So I need 4 more of these plates. I'm just gonna snag 4 times 800 kilograms with my trusty auto sweeper here. Nisbet just finished the job. Thankfully. Is there something to pick up? No, I think we can close the room. I actually ran out of polluted dirt and didn't notice. Where's my polluted dirt? Right here. Let's sweep it up. Come on, Ari, do me the favor. We definitely need to grab some of that. And where are you bringing it? Wait. Come on, polluted dirt. 169. Leave. See, are you freaking kidding me? Wait a second. Now he's going to sleep, isn't he? Yeah, sure. You take a poop while the main colony dies. Plants have died. Oh, geez. Okay, maybe it's a little bit too cold now. Ah, nice. Okay, the gas pump is actually going for it, pumping out all of the gases that I don't want. They will actually be evaporating into space. But still, let's change the settings here to above 750 250 and I think 250 above for the upper ones. Or was it 500 and 250? Well, we'll see. It's going to be a distribution, but then of course at a certain point we'll have to catch the hydrogen. I still want to get rid of that polluted oxygen. Wait, what? Where is this coming from? Ooh, so check this out. Some of these guys are actually evaporating. Now that is extremely bad news. Let me exchange at least this part here. But I don't think it's going to be a huge issue because eventually everything is going to condense again in this part. And then hopefully the steam isn't going to be dense enough. But we can actually see where the pipes were breaking. Maybe we're going to use a different material such as iron that isn't going to transfer the heat as quickly. Look at that. It actually worked. We cooled down our plants and killed some of them. But that doesn't change the fact we cannot reach the auto sweeper here to actually repair it. We got another 800 kilograms of steel. I think I want to just keep going here, trying to protect the base. The moment of truth is here. It's time to close off the base. I'm going to add a little bit of water here to the mix that is just going to serve as a little temporary liquid lock. Right here in this conveyor loader, I want to load in some filtration medium, and it can be either regolith or sand. Both is fine. This will then be shipped all the way over to the conveyor receptacle from where it will be brought into the water sieve by the auto sweeper, and then any resulting dirt will be brought back over here. And this of course is gonna change once I know where the polluted dirt is supposed to go in the end design. I still need to be able to reach these guys, so what can I do about this? Maybe just open this up so a dupe can stand here and then build these. But yeah, I think we're ready. All of these pumps are now in vacuum, exactly what I wanted to see. There it is. It actually worked. Okay, let's fix the rest here. We can already set up organics here in this conveyor loader. Polluted dirt should be the result. And then once that is done, we can also close it off. And hopefully everything should be automatic. Oh, by the way, something I should mention, I was just too lazy to fix it, is the water sieve and the desalinator can run all water types without taking damage. If I put some brine through the water sieve, it's just gonna go through, not doing anything. So the filter I installed right here is 120 watts. We could have saved, but you know, if there's something we're not missing, it is power. I even wish I could use more of it. But yeah, at this point, I feel like I'm ready to launch the system. Oh, I'm actually excited. This is a milestone. Okay, moment of truth, the water is approaching and we're gonna fill up the electrolyzers first. Wait a second, if I do that, then they might actually go into that direction as well. Yeah, we need another bridge, unfortunately, to dictate the direction. Also, I might not want to move through the heavy watt conductive joint plate. Jeez, okay. In this case, I just want to move down. Yeah, this is much better and also unfortunate. So let's stop the water for a brief moment to actually fix that. Okay, then let's try this again. It should now be properly hooked up. And wait, no, I forgot the bridge. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, editing, Nathan, just forget about it. Oh, no, I forgot to stop the water. Yeah, but there we go. We can see it is not behaving well. So now my electrolyzers are going for it, and then the pumps are going for it, and oxygen is also going for it. Well, as long as we only get oxygen inside the base, I'm actually okay. Are we also kind of secure? Yeah, I think that wasn't even that dramatic. Look at that. The base is filling with oxygen. It's absolutely magnificent. Now, of course, I totally forgot to reset the sensor here. I'm gonna lower these guys here to 500 grams instead of 750. Okay, now the atmosuit docks are starting to fill up slowly. We went through the first water. My bridge is built. I just want to make sure that I pick this up and then rebuild the walls. Also, want to wait for the oxygen to disappear. Let's do it. It's going into the right direction, producing some hydrogen and oxygen for us. And now I want this room completely filled up with hydrogen, pushing out the oxygen. And now we have to wait a little bit until the gases settle like this. We now have only hydrogen on the top and only oxygen at the bottom. So as of this point, hopefully we're not gonna get any mistakes. Did we already get hydrogen? Yeah, a little bit. That is unfortunate. I'm gonna deal with that in a bit. You little bastards. They actually discovered the water cooler that I didn't disable yet. Anyway, let's get a body butt seed in here, so we also get some floral scent. And then the next thing I want to do is probably enable the atmosuit checkpoint building. There it is. Oh yeah, we have our first duplicant. without an atmo suit in the new base. Okay, time to actually move everyone. Holy cow, it's about time. There's natural gas everywhere, and it's probably also a little bit toasty. My dreamers for now are gonna remain here, and everyone else is supposed to move. Also, yes, I did notice we are lacking the calories at the moment, which is also part of the reason I didn't get any more duplicants just yet. We still have a lot of plug slugs here that I can kill for meat. The plants aren't really working because of the atmosphere. But all of that is going to change in a second. Let's go ahead and assign our people. Now let's imagine the dreamers are actually going to be part of the 24 duplicants. That means I would want to reserve the first 6 beds here and also the first 6 mess tables. So I think I'm going to start from the top row, just assigning my people. Now let's go, let me see, maybe alphabetically. No, that's stupid. Isn't there a better order? You know what? I'm gonna go with association. I think my researcher should go here, Gene. And then over here, this would be the corresponding mess table. Gene is really quick, that's fine. Then my next most important duplicant is probably Joshua. Well, they're all important to be honest, but Joshua is gonna get this mess table. And then the third one is gonna be, let me see, Amari maybe? Nisbet, of course. Nisbet probably would have come before Joshua, but it's a close call. Let's just say they are the dream team. No, we already have the dreamers as a dream team. I would say Amari would be coming next. And then, of course, we have Ren, always at the ready. Ren is really underappreciated, I think. Next up, we have Meep, and I think the next guy is gonna be Quinn. So here's Meep, here is Quinn. And then I think the only one we're missing is May. Wonderful. That will be all of them. Also, let's not forget to copy the settings here for the fridge, and this needs to go up to maybe 20 kilograms. Right now, the fridge and the lights aren't powered. There aren't any lights installed in the other rooms. I'm gonna take care of that as a next step. But I first want to see this refrigerator being filled up. Let me actually get access to another fridge. Ooh, we only have pickled meal left. Time to kill. You are starving already. You know, it's actually a good thing. I'm just killing the guys that are already starving. You could say I'm somewhat merciful. Now, how many slug eggs do we have? Only 5. Yeah, I'm not gonna sacrifice those. Wait a second. You guys need to deliver suits. Why aren't you delivering suits? Yeah. Deliver suits. Deliver suits. Wait a second. No, we can just also leave them empty and they're gonna dock the suits they're coming with. That's much better. Oh, I almost forgot to fill up the bathroom loop. Should do that. Let's see. That might actually already be enough. And then the contraption here still seems to be behaving. Looking good so far. Maybe this pump here is a little too aggressive. Time will tell. Oh, forgot about this tile. Whoops. Yeah, wonderful. They're already starting to use the bathrooms here, and most of them are already filling up. Maybe we're just gonna give it a little bit more. Just a tiny bit. Wait, we got another colony achievement. Let's check it out. Distribute 1,000 kilograms of oxygen using gas vents. But will you look at that? We now have heat exchange going on. Our next problem is gonna be the accumulating hydrogen that has nowhere to go. And so what I'm gonna do now is just prepare a little area for my hydrogen generators to go. I decided to temporarily set up a gas vent, otherwise this is gonna get out of control. Yeah, probably. And there it is. So my gas pump can go again. It's gonna be a little bit of wasted hydrogen, but not for long. Hydrogen generators made out of gold amalgam. Gonna have my first one here. The vent is in the way, so I'm gonna start with the second and third one. How many do we need? Oh, I forgot. Probably 3. Yeah. It's gonna be 3. I then want to make a room out of this, and before we actually put it into the gas generators, I first want to run a bunch of radiant pipes. We're just gonna do this with aluminium ore. I think this is really good, and we can just go ahead and do something like that. Run it through the entire room to keep the generators cool, and then use that hydrogen to run them. Now, before I forget, all of this also needs to be steered by a smart battery that I also want to set up here. You know what? We could have this at the beginning together with the gas vent. And that means I want to run my generators as of this point. I could then have my heavy watt joint plate right there and continue this down and over. Wonderful. Just a little bit of automation wire to run and then close the room. So far, so good. The system is still happily going, and it looks like we have almost filled up all of the atmosuit docks. So once that has happened, then the system is going to cool down a little bit, depending on how many duplicants we have inside the base or actually docking the atmosuits. But yeah, we can see these atmosuits are already full, and now the oxygen is just continuing. And I think once we filled up the hydrogen generators, we can just continue. And let me actually make the complete curve here. But we would be using up the excess hydrogen for the rest of the system. And of course, once everything is hooked up, we should also be able to cut the power from the main system and just let this run on the hydrogen we're producing from it. But look at that. That is a breathability like none other. And of course, we can even improve on that. Let's set up another vent. Would be nice to do it in the corner, but it's not going to be as efficient. Yeah, I'm probably just going to have it here and then another one there. Just connect this up, and this should then also continue into the atmosuit stations. As a quick and dirty solution, I'm just gonna go ahead and set up a transformer right here. Gonna have to switch this around, and this is gonna allow me to power the refrigerator, which is the most important part in order to ensure a smooth transition. In the meantime, I'm also taking apart what we don't need anymore, such as this great hall. All of this can actually go. And then we also don't need this half of the other great hall. We can get rid of this barracks as well. There are my 5 dreamers currently. I'm now going to remove all the other beds. As for the third planetoid, I kind of need to move along here, even though I wanted to include this in the next episode, but we have to finish this in order to take advantage of the natural gas. So what I'm going to do here is move 100 kilograms of steel. It's going to take 40 wrap bolts so we can shoot this immediately. And I also would like to get some reed fiber over. Yeah, this is actually going to be important. I need to kickstart this a little bit. Let's check out where we have the steel. This is 140 kilograms. I could snatch 100 kilograms like so. Just go ahead and build this. There is May, and this is already enough. I just wanted it to be moved, and now we can sweep it up at priority 9. And since this guy here also has priority 9, it should be brought over there. Then I also would like to get about 5 reed fiber. Looks like we have 4 reed fiber here. I'm gonna go ahead and sweep these up. That's probably already enough. So I'm gonna reduce this to 104 kilograms. Quickly check the star map. No meteorites. That means we can open up the gates. There are my reed fibers. Let's actually see. Yeah, there are 4 kilograms. Perfect. So that means as soon as Meep is gonna deliver the steel right there, we are gonna shoot, hopefully. Let's see that happen. Wonderful. Ah, this is amazing. And now we can close this off again. And yeah, I mean, it's a little bit micromanagey, but this way we can exactly decide what we need. Oh no, it actually happened. We lost both of our atmosuits. Ah, this is really frustrating. But there is the payload on its merry way. Only takes a minute to actually arrive. That still means I need to disable the atmosuit checkpoint for a brief moment. And there is my payload. How wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and move this over here. Oh, hold on. I cannot even reach this. I have to dig up this tile. Come on, Lyra. Your atmosuit's life depends on it. Come on, Lyra, do me the favor. No! Ah, jeez. Absolutely unbelievable. But there is the payload now. Before you do that, you have to move back and enable the building again, and then you can repair the atmosuits, right? No, wrong. I first need to empty the storage here. Good. Lyra will be taking care of that. In the meantime, let's wrap up what we have going on here. Wait a second. Okay, you did not see that. I hooked it up the wrong way. In my oxygen flow, there's still an issue. This should continue this way through the atmosuits. So we're gonna need yet another bridge to fix that. Well then, once again, we ran out of polluted dirt, and I feel like it's time to move the rest of my duplicants as well. Everyone is doing a good job. We have plenty of oxygen to breathe here. We have enough space. We can move the entirety of the food up now that we fixed the power transformer. And that means I now want to move my dreamers as well. This should happen during the sleep schedule, which I think right now is the opportune moment. The only problem is going to be that we have no more atmosuits, so I kind of need to make sure that everyone is outside of the base, like Nisbet here, Ren should all be outside of the base. So maybe before we do that, let's build some more exosuits. I'm gonna do about 8 more or so. Gonna allow my dupes to build that. Whoa, wait, I noticed I'm running out of aluminium ore. Do I have some here? Yeah, as a matter of fact, on the third planetoid, we still have some aluminium ore. Okay, that should be good. I can still make about 100 crafts. Until then, we're surely ready to ship materials from the third planetoid. we already got 2 atmosuits stocked here. I'm gonna deliver those right here. Niesbed, what are you doing? Why the heck are you exhausted? You have a perfectly fine bed right here. Yeah, maybe they're still confused using some of the facilities here. That could be an issue. Let's finish this now and move the rest. On the 3rd planetoid, I'm just cleaning up, building the gas pump, and then we have to make sure that maybe for the first few minutes, we shouldn't introduce the wrong gases into the natural gas generators. Good, let's do it. As long as we still have an atmosuit, I can send one Dreamer outside of the base. That means Dreamer 1 is gonna go into this cart and is gonna use this mess table as of this point. Let's see that happen. Dreamer 1 leaving the base. There he is, leaving the base, snagging a atmosuit away from another dupe. But Dreamer 1 doesn't need to be long in this suit. This is actually going to be your for everlasting residence. Okay, Dreamer 1 is done. Let's do Dreamer 2 right there, and then so on and so forth. I just want to make sure. Yeah, looks like they can get out. So let's do maybe 2 in one go. You gotta move to another bed. Dreamer 2 is outside of the base. Where is Dreamer 3? Yeah, look at that. She is so slow. This is incredible. She's gonna take the entire sleeping time to do that. Good, then only Dreamer 4 and Dreamer 5 to go. I'm gonna do those as well. And we keep the 6th bed and mess table ready for the eventual 6th Dreamer. Good, now with only one atmosuit left here, I'm gonna undock this and I'm gonna disable the building. Then I want to make sure any duplicant inside the base is picking up a suit. I'm pretty sure I saw at least somebody. There we go. These little boogers are hiding. Let's go ahead and give Meep one of these suits. And then we have another one here for Joshua. Amari is also inside the base. You grab this one. Hold on a second. Quinn is also here. You grab this one. Joshua, going to eat. Wait. Okay, well, you do you, as long as you go into the new base. I still have 4 atmosuits to deliver. Gonna do that right here in the very end. And then technically we should have all 16 atmosuits, so there should always be at least a couple of them ready. Now, in the long term, it would actually be nice to get access to these rooms, even if I sometimes waste a bunch of gases. So what I'm gonna do is deconstruct enough tiles to set up a bunch of mechanized airlocks. This way I can still get inside the rooms and will just be wasting a tiny amount of gases. Now, however, this manual airlock here needs to be built extremely quickly. I'm gonna put this to top priority. Actually, thinking about it, top priority was a huge mistake in this case because Quinn took the job and what can I say? Ridiculous building speeds. Anyways, now we have access to all of these rooms and the duplicants shouldn't ever go in there unless I want to, for instance, pick something up. And sure, we are losing a bunch of gases, but I think this is still more elegant than having liquid locks everywhere. Anyways, now that we moved the entirety of the duplicants, it's time to take things apart, just making sure that the dupes don't spend their time here anymore. Also, this refrigerator, priority 9, we want to move all of the food into the new refrigerator. All of this can go, giving us back the materials. All of this can go. Yeah, geez, it's gonna be pretty much a relief. I mean, we don't even have any polluted dirt to continue here, but all we need is the oxygen inside of the base now, and of course the atmosuits. Everything else doesn't need to be oxygenated anymore. Wonderful. I would say with that out of the way, we can wrap it up. The next time I'm gonna be focusing on actually making a cooling solution for this, for which of course we now finally need access to oil. I've been postponing it for long enough. With that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, have a great time, and hopefully I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye bye.